Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by golden fields, there lived a poor but honest farmer named Harry. He worked hard every day, tilling his land with nothing more than hope in his heart and a worn-out spade in his hand. One hot afternoon, as Harry dug deep into the earth, his spade struck something hard. Clang! What was that? He wondered. He dug faster and soon uncovered an enormous metal pot, rusty but sturdy. "This pot is huge. Maybe it once belonged to a king," Harry whispered excitedly. Curious, he dug further to see if he could find more things, but he didn't. Feeling tired, he dropped his spade into the pot and decided to rest under a tree nearby. But when he returned, his eyes widened in disbelief. The pot was now full of spades. "But I only put one in," Harry gasped. "This pot must be magical." To test it, he dropped a ripe mango into the pot. Moments later, it was brimming with hundreds of juicy mangoes. Harry danced with joy. This pot could change everything. He carried it home and told his wife, Isabel, who was both amazed and cautious. "We must use it wisely," she said, "and keep it a secret." So Harry began using the pot to multiply food, clothes, and even small bundles of firewood. Slowly, their home was filled with abundance. They never took more than they needed and always gave extra food to neighbors in need. But word spreads quickly in small villages. Soon, whispers of the farmer's growing wealth reached the ears of the greedy king. "Bring me that pot," he ordered his soldiers. They stormed into Harry's house, took the pot, and brought it to the palace. "This will make me the richest man in the world," the king laughed. Curious, he leaned into the pot to inspect it more closely, but he leaned too far and tumbled in. Bonk! He hit his head and blacked out. When he awoke, the king found himself surrounded by hundreds of copies of himself, each fighting to sit on the throne, each shouting, "I am the real king." Chaos erupted in the palace. No one knew who was who. The kingdom fell into confusion. Back in the village, Harry and Isabel heard the news. "Should we try to get the pot back?" Isabel asked. Harry shook his head gently. "No, we have everything we need. That pot brought us fortune, but it also brought danger. Let's leave it behind." And so they did. From then on, Harry and Isabel lived humbly and happily, always remembering that the real magic wasn't in the pot, but in gratitude, kindness, and knowing when to let go.